Good afternoon, or should I say good evening? I am finally home in Victoria Island. Thank you, God. And let me tell you, I had to drive from Oregon State all the way to Victoria Island. And let me tell you, driving in Nigeria is like playing the video game Grand Theft Auto. Being a driver in Nigeria ain't for the weak because you got to know how to drive here. And I thought I had experience. Let me tell you, first, I got my international driver's license through the embassy online. I paid for 3 years and I think it was like $60. And of course, I have my state California license where you have to renew it every 4 years. So I have that with me every time I drive. So as I'm driving, the roads are pretty bad. And now I'm in Oregon State, outside of Sango. I quite don't know where it's at. It's like in a village. This is where his grandmother, his mom, and his dad, and the family's at. And it's like a village. And so I'm in the middle of the hills. I'm not sure where it's at, but it's at their house where I spent my Christmas with my husband and his family. And so we had to go back because guess what? They're spending New Year's with us here in our new home in Victoria Island. So mom came back with our daughters, and we're going to get ready for, the whole entire family to come stay here. Now, mind you, I had a 3-bedroom, but they said we're gonna work it out. So we're gonna work it out Nigerian style. But anyway, so I'm driving, the roads are really bad, and I'm just going like this. I'm like, oh my goodness. And honk, 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 honk. I was like, my husband's going honk, honk, honk. And I'm like, I'm honking, I'm honking, I'm honking. And the people are just driving so close on the right, so close on the side. And you're trying to drive and you're trying to navigate. And it's like, oh my God, they're going to hit me. Oh, I'm going to hit them. Don't stop too quickly. And they're looking at you like you're a mad woman. It's like, oh my goodness. Let me tell you, in the United States, we have lines. So if you have one road going this way and one going this way, you have a line in the middle. If you have 2 roads here and 2 roads here, you have a line here, and then you have a line here, and you know that 2 cars can drive here and 2 cars can come in this way. But not in Oregon State. It's like there's no lines. There's no stop lights. Yes, there's no stop signs. It's like you just have a free for all. You just drive, And I'm telling you, I get nervous. Especially the first time I drove was in April of 2024. And I was so nervous for driving. But I'm like, look, I've been driving since I was 15 years old. And I'm going to have to do this because my husband doesn't know how to drive and nobody in the family does. So I had to teach them how to drive, and now they drive like, everybody. But let me tell you, I was told that some of them don't take a test, a written test or a driving test to get their driver's license. Sometimes they can just know a connection and then they can just get the license. I don't know. I was told that. I don't know how true it is, but many people told me that. Now, in the United States, you have to take a driving test and you have to pass it. And you have to take a written test and you have to pass it. And then you get a driver's permit. And then after that, 90 days, you get your driver's license. Okay. When I got my driver's license, when I was in 8th grade. So I was in middle school. And we had to learn how to drive a automatic and a manual, and we had to drive trucks, and that was furnished, and it was with a class, and you had to do the written exam, and then you had to do the driving exam, then you got your permit, and then you get your license. And so I've been driving since I was 15. So I thought I had some experience, but come to Nigeria, you ain't got no experience. You just got to make sure you don't hit nobody because it's going to be your fault. Another thing that in the United States is different than in Nigeria. In the United States, you have to have car insurance. You have to have insurance. It has to either be liability, where if you hit someone, it covers them. But if they hit you, it doesn't cover you at all. That's liability. And most people get that because their car is paid off, and so they don't want to pay comprehensive because it's a little bit more. Now, comprehensive insurance is where it covers you and it covers them. So if they hit you and they don't have no insurance, you still get covered. If you hit them and they don't have no insurance, you still have to, it still covers your insurance. So it's good to have comprehensive. I've had comprehensive because I don't want to hit somebody or somebody hit me. And to be honest with you, let's go be honest here. We have a lot of people, we call them illegals in the United States. And I'm going to say for the record, when I say illegals, most of them are like the Mexicans that we were dealing with, because, you know, we're close to Mexico and California. They don't have a driver's license. They're not supposed to be there because they're illegally in the country. So they drive just like crazy in Mexico. This is the same way. They drive crazy in Mexico too. And then they come to the United States and have that same behavior, hit somebody, and what they do is they jump out the car and they run. And because you don't know who they are, you're screwed. So you better have comprehensive insurance, but not in Nigeria. They don't have to have insurance. And if you hit them, you have to pay. If they hit you, you still pay it. Look, is that fair? I don't think so. But that's their way of doing things. Also, some guy had made a comment that it's very expensive to live in Nigeria. Now, you have to remember, I'm coming from a capitalist country, and Nigeria is not one. And I'll talk a little bit about that in another video. I just want to focus on the driving. So I want to be talking about the capitalist and the non-capitalist in my next video. But I'm home safe. I'm tired, a little sweaty. And I'm glad I made it home safely, and I'm about to relax and spend the rest of the day just chilling with grandma and the kids. And I hope that you had a safe Christmas and that stay off the roads. You know, stay off the roads if you don't have to, but be careful if you have to be on the roads. Thank you to all my followers and all the people. You have some advice for me how to drive in Nigeria? Please put that in the comments because I need help. You know, all I know is honk, honk, and that's it. So have a wonderful day.